Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Browns and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you...
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a familiar face. This is Houston's first-round pick, of course, back in 2017, Deshaun Watson. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Watson got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Watson. Is caught out left by Bell. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He's going to be taken down just shy of the 45.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Harris has it over the middle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Browns defense stands tall. On 1st down, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Watson off play action. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw is Watson. That's into the hands of Fitzpatrick. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Colby Wadman now. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught Don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his goal line here, Hill. He's got Mason complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it. But to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this one's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw again. And incomplete here to bring up 3rd down as the rookie comes in. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain there of 21 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Now Hill. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On 1st down, Hill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the middle they go. It's Brooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes the Texans now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Patterson running between the tackles. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Straight ahead, Patterson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On second down and 4, Hill flush to his right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. Throwing again on second down. Hill, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Hill on first down. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Here's Hill. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Hill. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Texans, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
The York on now for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Hill. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Felton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Hill. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. From the 35 on 2nd down, Hill. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a handoff up the middle. Felton. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hill now to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Brooks.
And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up.
Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Browns have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep beating him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. He'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to send this one through.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll they'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing on third down, Hill.
That one caught by Felton.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Now Patterson to start the drive.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. Close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Hill.
A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Cooks flashing the footwork. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 2nd and 5.
Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. It's brought in by Harris.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. And it's Incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On first down, it's Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On second down now, it's Brooks. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second and 11 now, Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Back to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham, 29 yards.
And the Texans have taken a fourth quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Browns set to take over. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On second down, it's Brooks. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw, Hill. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll look to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quincy Roche from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Hill. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Hill on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hill looks to throw.
That's going to be taken in by Felton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So a field goal on this drive ties it. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, so we'll see how these coaches elect to play this.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Patterson on the draw play. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Hill. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now Hill. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention when we get to the end of a preseason game.